not on PFF, but let's switch gears real quick because there's a guy who's high on both of our boards, and I don't think he has any reason to be.
Who's that?
Tommy Tremble.
Really?
Yeah, I think he sucks.
Now, why do you think that?
For one, he's got more drops than touchdowns.
All right.
For two, let me just read these stats for you. 2019, 16 receptions, 183 yards, 4 touchdowns. 2020, 19 receptions, 218 yards, 0 touchdowns. Like, I don't know.
Now, here's my thing, because I really like Tommy Tremble, but I wouldn't take him. I would take him maybe in the third and probably in the fourth round. But I think he reminds me of George Kittle a lot because they're both 6'3". Tommy is 241. George is 247 weight wise. Their hands are the same size. Tommy ran a 4.6. George ran a 4.52. Tommy's vertical is 36 and a half. George's was 35. Tommy had two more bench press, 20 versus 18. And Tremble only played 2 years of college. And in those 2 years, he had 35 receptions, 401 yards, and 4 touchdowns. George Kittle in 13 games, his sophomore and junior year, same age, was 21 receptions, 315, 6 touchdowns. So I think, and he's a tremendous blocker, Tommy. I watched a lot of videos of him blocking, and he's crazy. Like, he reminds me just of George Kittle, how he blocks. So I think it's hard to scout tight ends, especially when they're asked to block a lot in college. But he's athletic enough, and he's got the blocking potential, and he's fast enough that I would take him just off the blocking ability and the speed alone. And he's probably a project,
I think
but
he's
he
got
could.
bust written all over him.
But I don't think you're a bust in the third or fourth round.
I mean, if you don't pan out, you are.
I just don't think you are, because
Who is this now? Because I think I agree with what Austin's saying.
Tommy
If,
Tremble.
if if you're going that deep,
No, dude, third and fourth round, like third round, you can still get like starters.
That's why I said I maybe would take him in the third round. If it's late third round, I would take him in the fourth, and I'd feel comfortable having a good blocker who, if I throw it to him, he can get good yards because he runs at 4.6, and I would take my chance on that.
Hmm.
But I'd be happy with that. I do think it's like he's definitely not a sure thing given his college stats and, like you said, drops and stuff. But I think
Yeah, more.
tight ends are like one of the harder positions to scout.
Not if they're from Iowa.
I don't know. George went in the fifth round.
Yeah, but TJ Blockinson, pretty good.
Yeah. No, he's great. But that's a first round pick, so you expect him to be great.
Who else went to Iowa?
Noah Fant.
Yeah, see? Just take who's going out of Iowa. Fine.
I mean, Hunter.
it's like Bama with the hosses. Just pick one out. Go into the farm where you see them feeding, and you
As
just say,
the
"I want that one."
as the
They'll get
adage
the tags on
goes,
their ears.
draft the player, not the helmet. So don't be worried about what team. Don't be comparing Jason Owa to Aaron Maben just because they both went to Penn State. Don't be comparing Sam Darnold to all the other USC quarterbacks who sucked ass too. Don't be comparing Justin Field to every other Ohio State quarterback who was a big fat bust.
Unless they're Bama hosses, then you can compare them.
Yeah. Bama Haas's running backs in particular. Wide receivers, Julio Jones, Devontae Smith.
PFF says the bottom line in the right scheme, Tremble could very easily take the torch from Kyle Juszczyk as the league's best fullback.
See? Kyle Juszczyk is a weapon, dude.
Oh, I guess.
I'd be happy with him in the fourth round.
See, I want Pat Fryermuth at the top of 2 or the second pick at 2, and then Tommy Tremble in the fourth.
My ideal, well, obviously Pitts is number 1. I really like Fryermuth, but I don't think Like he's definitely going to go top of the second. So I don't think the Bills have any chance of getting him unless they trade up or took him first round, but I don't think they would. But now